Hello everyone, this is Alicia from workersonboard.com, and today I want to share with you at least 3 non-phone work at home jobs. They are hiring as soon as possible and they need you to do a variety of things from home. The first job is going to require for you to score and evaluate student responses. This job pays up to $22.50 per hour. There's another company looking for content specialists to work from home where you will moderate, review, and evaluate responses that are shared on social media. And there's another work from home job that needs people to evaluate the web results. So if you're looking for a non-phone, in some cases, entry-level work from home job, a couple of those will hire worldwide. So definitely make sure you watch this video to the end and apply online today if at all possible. Also, be sure to follow my Facebook page, workersonboard.com, so you can keep up to date with the latest work from home job opportunities and other ways to make money from home. Before I get into the details of the jobs, I do want to talk to you all a little bit about something. Some people I know, they have shared that they have experienced loneliness working from home or just being kind of isolated at home looking for jobs or trying to find gigs and things to do with your time. Some of you all may be experiencing that as well. At times I do get a little bit lonely even though I share information about jobs. But if you're at home alone and you have no one to talk to, I do want to just share a couple of things. First, make sure that you tell somebody or confide in someone if you're struggling with that. Reach out to somebody and, have a conversation with them. If that's something that you cannot do for whatever reason, then you can always join our group, Workers on Board Community. Although it is about work at home jobs and that discussion, there is also conversations taking place in general about other things that could be related to work at home or things that people are experiencing while they work from home. Not just the job search itself, but also things that we carry along with us during our job search, whether that be isolation, feeling lonely, and different things like that. And you could maybe have a dialogue conversation about that. Actually, I decided to get that started because I know there are some people that do struggle with this. It's a real problem for a lot of people. So in my group, I did kind of ask that question, and then I posed it to the members. There's a lot of members there, and asked them what they do to overcome or combat loneliness and isolation. So make sure you join our community. It's a great community to kind of encourage healthy dialogue and maybe build relationships there as you're trying to find and get a work at home job. And even if you've gotten hired to work from home, say you're already working for a company, you can always come back here and, just have conversations with members or help someone else maybe to stay encouraged and motivated to work from home. Also, I want to share with you all my podcast. I do have a podcast. It's called Real Work From Home Jobs by Alicia, myself. And sometimes I know it's hard because you don't really get to know me. Although I do share information about work at home jobs, this is more intimate, on an intimate level, because I do talk about things like loneliness or obstacles working from home or different things, challenges you may encounter. And there's an episode that I would encourage you all to listen to because, first of all, there's some jobs here that you can apply to right now. But this one in particular here, hiring online readers ASAP, pays $20 per hour, and some work at home jobs that are always hiring. In this podcast particular episode, I do share more intimate information about myself and some things I've experienced online as far as bullying, for example. And I share briefly my experience, but how we can channel that or use that experience to turn it into something positive and to help someone else. So if you have not checked out my podcast, it's available on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, lots of different platforms, but I'll link it below this video. But there are some new episodes you can listen to that also talk about additional work at home jobs. Sorry for that long intro. I didn't mean for it to be that long. But I did want to just address this issue and not kind of brush it under, the back burner, because, it can be hard to know what to do with those feelings some people are experiencing. And I just wanted to mention that briefly before I go into the jobs. So I'm going to start with one of the jobs. Oh, before I get into that too, I did write a couple of posts. Now, these are not traditional work at home job leads, but these are some ways that are kind of outside the box that you can think about if you're trying to make at least $1,000 a month from home. Some things that you could do, avenues you could pursue, routes you could go down to that could even actually help you to earn a substantial income either on the side or make it your main gig altogether. And some things that you can do, as well as some tips. So it's just an alternative to working from home traditionally. You're still going to be working from home, but you can do other things and maybe even start your own online business. So read that post. I'll link it below this video. So now let me get into one of the jobs that I mentioned at the outset. This comes from We Localize. This company employer hires globally, and it's similar to companies like TELUS International, Teamwork.ai, which used to be formerly called iSoftStone. TELUS International kind of took over Lionbridge and their whole crowdsourcing work from home platform. Also Appen and companies like that. And so they are looking for people to evaluate search engine advertisement based on their project guidelines. So this is under the umbrella of an ads quality rater to work from home. Now, you do need to be fluent in English and live in the U.S., but they also hire outside of the U.S. for this same position. So I'm just going to go through some of the specs in this job description for those who live in the U.S. and speak English, but please remember, they also hire globally and in different languages. All you have to do is go to We Localize, or you could just click here and then search for those jobs and select the job description that most fits your language and also the country that you live in, and then apply online. And so this is a non-phone entry-level work-at-home job, meaning you don't have to have any experience. You won't be talking to customers over the phone. It is part-time. They need you to work ASAP. They're going to provide you with the training, because how are you going to be able to evaluate these ads based on their project guidelines if you don't know what they are? So they're going to provide you with all of that. But what they're looking for in their candidates is for you to have a strong understanding of pop culture in the U.S., and that's highlighted in bold, so that's very important. Plus, you need to be fluent in English with excellent online research skills, have a reliable computer with internet connection, with antivirus, and then be able to sign an NDA for confidentiality for the client. So if you're interested in this, make sure you apply online. They're looking for people to do this from home. It's pretty much an easy work-at-home job, but you do have to go through training and a learning program and a test, of course, too. But this opportunity is looking for people to work right away, so make sure you apply online if you're interested in that. And you can find that on the weekly job page. Another non-phone job I wanted to share with you. Now, this comes from Pearson, and they're looking for what's called a professional scorer to work from home. And this is another non-phone job. And your job duty is going to be to evaluate student responses to open-ended questions regarding certain subjects. So you're going to score that and evaluate those. And the pay for this is $15 an hour. But you're going to get incentives up to $150 per week. So this is in addition to the hourly rate. So say for a week you make you make $15 an hour working part-time. And then you get that $150 additional dollars for the week. So that really means that you're going to make $22.50 per hour. And what they need from their candidates that they would consider someone that is qualified and possibly extend this opportunity to them is that you need to be able to work 20 hours a week, be comfortable using Microsoft applications, be very, very familiar with your computer and all of the things that come along with it, your keyboard and all of that. You can maintain a confidential work environment, and you will need to have a bachelor's degree from an accredited college. So they do require that for this particular opportunity. There's also a test that you will need to qualify for before you start scoring. But again, this is an opportunity that you can apply to right now. Some of the jobs that I share on this YouTube channel, they go really fast, but this one is still available. So if you meet the specs in this job description, please apply online, especially if you're looking for a non-phone part-time work from home job. So another opportunity I wanted to share with you is right below that, and it's for content specialists to work from home. Now this comes from a company called ICUC. They have a lot of non-phone jobs. As you see here, they're looking for people. I talked about bullying, something I experienced in the outset of this video. Well, this is one of the jobs that will help you to help someone else, or help companies that may experience any kind of harmful jargon or conversations and dialogues that take place online. And so what you're going to do is review, monitor, moderate, and respond to comments posted on social channels from their clients. So, you're just going to make sure that there's healthy dialogue and it's not anything harmful, hateful speech or anything like that. And that could be posted on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You will also engage with customers and on these various social platforms and ensure that the community safety policies and brand guidelines are being followed by all members. So basically, you're like a social media police. And a lot of people, companies, employers, businesses needs remote workers to do this from home. This is a legitimate opportunity that requires for you to have strong written communication skills, not necessarily verbal, but written. You also need to have an active Facebook account, and you will have to have good spelling, grammar. You also have to have some experience engaging across social platforms or moderating them, experience writing, editing, and creating engaging content, and exceptional customer service skills with a reliable internet and a PC or laptop. If you have a tablet or smartphone, you will not, unfortunately, be able to do this and work for this company with your tablet or smartphone. So just make sure you have a PC or laptop. Now, if you don't have one and you want to work from home, there are over 100 companies that will supply you with your computer equipment, even reimburse you for your internet, and lots of different perks and things like that. And I will link that too below this video. There's a page on my website with over 100 companies that will supply you with that. And in fact, Hilton is one of those. They will give you a free computer and other equipment. And you can even see some posted today on the weekly job page where they will provide you with your computer and other equipment. So including a data entry job if you just want to type from home. Also, there are other jobs that I posted throughout the week, but these are the latest ones that I wanted to share with you today. So make sure you come back to the weekly job page tomorrow for brand new work at home jobs. And don't forget to listen to my latest podcast and also join our group, Workers on Board Community. There you can get a lot of encouragement, support, help, advice, and be in a community that's going to support you in your work at home journey. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure you share it with your friends, family, or anybody else that you know of that wants to work from home. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the content that I'm sharing in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day, and make sure you check out for my next video.